the music too. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon. I just thought I would do an impromptu interview here because a legend lives around the corner, and I couldn't. Now, man, you're a legend, brother.
Yeah, so that's it.
Yeah, man, I saw it said.
Yeah, because I'm 58 years now.
Yes.
58 years this year, we're in the recording business.
Yes.
I'm actually 59.
15. You're 59?
59 years in the business. Okay, so and I started at King State and when I do there. With Val Bennett Orchestra, you know? Yeah. That's the first time I sing on that stage.
Yes.
Veer John's opportunity hour.
Yes.
It was Everett John, Veer John's son,
yes,
doing it.
But I'm gonna interject for a second. I'm just gonna introduce you to the people because they don't really know who I have before me.
Yeah.
Yes,
no,
I have the lead singer here from the Clarendonians, ladies and gentlemen.
Clarendonians.
See, let me say it wrong, You might correct me.
Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I just had to do it. You know, I was gonna sit back and just do an informal interview, not do it live. But listen, you know I gotta do it. If I gotta have the opportunity, I'm gonna do it live. So, you hang tight here. We're just gonna sit here with him for a couple minutes and just chop it up. You know what I'm saying? All right, you hang tight. In fact, I'll play some music. You want me to play some of your music? We can play some of your music right now. Hold on there, brother. Well, I'm going to play your music.
You can't be happy. You can't keep a good man.
Hold on there, I have it too.
See me, show me,
hold on there. Yeah, put me to the test. Yeah, put me to the test. Hold on there. Let me play some music here too. Because I have the setup that I can do that. I was just gonna do an informal interview.
I'm somewhere the people them love when I travel.
Yes.
I'm sorry. You ever hear that one? I'm sorry. Carlton, neighbors, baby. So much, so many.
You say the tune them can't done. The tune them can't done. But listen, ladies and gentlemen, as I tell you, I mean, this is not every day I'm in Jamaica, as you guys know. So when the opportunity arises that I get to sit down with someone of his stature, I have to take full advantage of it. Because I'm gonna know, oh, tomorrow I'm gonna stay with me, and you know how that is with everybody else. Let me pull this music. And I have Wi-Fi, of course, because you can see me. So let me just grab some of his tunes. In the meantime, so I understand you were 17 when you started singing.
Yeah.
17.
17,
But you was the lead singer?
Always.
So you're telling me
when I gave it up for a while in 1970, I went to the Norman Manley Airport.
Yes.
And worked
Became
as
an
aviation supervisor.
Yes, I saw that.
I was
so you're smart.
Yeah, that is what they said. Yeah. That's a word that they always make me be. Even I used to do the writing and all them things.
Better again?
Yeah, man. Tommy McCook and the Supersonics after Roland. I left Roland.
Yes.
And went to Tommy McCook. Actually, they always wanted me to be in a band.
Yes.
I was Light Williams and the Tornadoes. The last band I left before I went to the airport was El Dorado. We dressed up like Mexicans. You know, with the big hat and the rim, El Dorado. Yeah. We used, our base was at Globe Theatre. Yes. You know, it's cinema they call it theatre. At Globe Cinema and in Vineyard Town. You know, I remember those days was nice. I remember I was saying goodbye to one of my girlfriends on the night I sang.
One of them?
One, yeah. So far I got 12 kids, 7 girls and 5 boys. So, you know, at that time I was living with a girl. She had a very good voice too. Yes. Her name was Hortense Lewis. She died last year in America, in New York. Yes. And so, well, the night before we had an argument. I said, well, time to us to say goodbye. Yes. But in my heart, I wanted to go, but something was telling me that, all right, show me the all those songs. You know. It's like I live my life. Yes. Through my songs. Because they come to me like inspiration. Yeah, I could just take a guitar and I'll strum a few chords, but then the melody come. I have to write the melody first and then the words come. You know? So I remember a song, Walk Through This World With Me. Yes. Go where I go, share all my dreams with me, I need you so. In life we've searched, and some of us find. I've searched for you a long, long time. Now that I found you, new horizons I see come. Take my hand and walk through this world. But then, when the solo, I just, you know, tears start rolling down my face and I started, I know baby it's sad to say goodbye. But we got to part. But someday maybe we'll meet again. I'm very emotional, that's one thing you might say.
Which one's your born?
Born August the 25th. Okay. You know. And actually they say August people, especially the Virgonians, are natural leaders. You can't be led. And Ernest Wilson, who I started my recording career with. Yes. And the first record we did, it was A Day Will Come at Beverly's on North Street there. And then the second was with Duke Reed on Bond Street. And then from there we go to Coxswell. They say, but we have been all around the place, Prince Buster and so forth. And I remember a girl, she was so mesmerized by me singing that song that the other day, don't have all the uniform now, and was going downtown. So when the bus stop was pretty near to the theater, it's now a bakery, understand? And a lady came in and said, young man, you did that the show last night. But they used to skip film show and then refill in, you know, and all that thing. So I just wanted to hear what she had to say. I said, no. She said, little boy sing a song, but walk through some world with me. My belly move. She didn't know it was me. Me and a friend was going into town. She just smiled. Anyhow, even now in my older days, you know, people still shocked or surprised at me because I don't go around telling people. I lived there for 40 years, right here. But overall in Arbor it's almost 50 years, right? And I remember this man lived on my street, but every time he's going to the shopping plaza, I always give him a ride. Yes. Never even have to ask me, because he's older, look older than me. Yeah. And so, one day he was talking, saying he loved how the Clarendonians sing. So a lady said, oh, you mean, then you don't know them? Or know one of them? I said, no. The lady said, he lives just up the road because he lives down the bottom. They said, no. So the lady said, yes, you have one live up there, so. So he saw a friend the other day and was telling him, and he said, then you never know, so Peter just live up the road. He said, Peter, who? He said, the one who drive the blue car, man. He said, the man who all the while always pick me up, carry me to out of the center. If me coming back, him never pass me. Him say yes. So Lascelles said to me, I said, no, I said to him, all right, Lascelles, I'm going to prove something. I have some CDs. With each of them around 24 songs. So I gave him one for himself, that's Lascelles, and one to give the gentleman. I don't even know his name up to now. And the man was so excited. He told Lascelles a day after that, him never go to bed, him and his wife never go to bed. Them listening about 3 or 4 times, the whole 24 songs.
When you went to Coxon, did you also, yes, Mela, big up yourself. When you went to Coxon, you finished, did you go over to Trojan too and sing tunes with them?
No, I've never been to Trojan. Whatever Trojan have of me
come from these guys.
Come from here. But actually, this is the sequence. I went to Beverly.
Yes.
Chinaman, let they come.
Yes.
It was a decent time. I loved him very much.
Yes.
But he died young.
Yes.
Then I went to Duke Creed.
Right.
Of Bond Street Treasure Island.
Mr. Big Gun.
With the whole gun and all that. And I have an antidote.
So hold, yes you can.
Yes, sir.
Hold on,
we went there,
hold on, we'll talk about him, talk about him.
Duke Creed, when we did, the first time we did was You Are a Fool.
Yes.
To be in love with someone who don't love us, soft tune as we call it. Then the second song was Muy Bien. A little spice of,
you love the Spanish kingdom.
So after we did it, we were the first one who recorded at Federal. Duke Creed was about to build the studio, but at the time it wasn't finished yet.
Okay.
So we went to Federal Recording Studio and we did the 2 songs. So like we did it in the week, and like weekend I went to him. I said, good morning, Mr. Reed. And I said, good morning, son. Before I say anything else, I say, I love how you guys sing, and I'd like you to do some more songs. Having heard of his type of how he dealt with singers.
Which was?
Which was some guy sing and just get a cornbread and a box of milk or something, just after without anything. Yeah. So I said, well, Mr. Reed, thank you. And if somebody work for you, don't you pay them? And if you like how they work again. Oh, you're a rude boy. I don't like rude boys, you know. I said, what's rude about that, Mr. Reed? He said, you're a rude boy. And then him go for 1 more gun now, 2 gun him out.
Oh no.
Long gun and the short gun. But me not scared of gun now, me vex now. So he sells a lot of liquid, alcohol and soft drinks as we call it in Jamaica. And the back of there both with drinks and empties and all that thing. So I grab about 2. He first grabbed me in my throat with my rings and everything. Right? And he grabbed me in my throat. And I wasn't hurt, but my pride was hurt.
Yes.
I'm going to grab 2 at the back. And the guys them outside, because you have a lot of guys around him. And them said, Clarendonians, we like how you're singing, boy, but you can't hurt the boss. Can't hurt the boss. So we just put on the thing and run from there to Central. You know, went to Central and I told the policeman who attended to me, and said, you feeling any hurt? I said, yes, but him don't know it's my pride. He said, write something and say, must go to the public hospital. So I went down to public and I sit down, because sit down there, me just tear up the thing and go home and So I go home and tell my auntie who I was living with, auntie-in-law actually. And Miss Larry said to me, that's her name, Miss Larry said, go to Denham Town and ask for Inspector Cox and tell him that I sent you. So I went down to Denham Town and saw Inspector Cox, explained to him, and he said, okay. I know the whole time, telephone, yeah, for
diary.
A black quick time, yeah, man. Quick time. You know the thing when you live for Yes, Mr. Reed, a young size here say he did some records for you, he did some songs for you, sir. What's your name again, son? I said the Clarendonians. Clarendonians, they call themselves, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Like he's turning because he was an inspector of police, you know, so...
He's a big man.
Yeah, so... understand he was from Portland Parish. And so, Mr. Reed from the argument told him to give me £6. £6. And he gave me. I'm a real friend. And I'm police, ex-police. So I went to him. Then my partner, because a lot of people believe, because this is our project with Voice, people believe we were more than a duo. Where it was Peter Austin and Ernest Wilson who started the Clarendon. I name it the Clarendon because I was born in Clarendon. Two of us were born in East Clarendon. I came to Kingston much. I never knew him because I came down live with my uncle, live all over Georgetown, Macfield Avenue, all over the place. Okay. And so when I went down, because I just left school now, couldn't get any job. So I tell my uncle I want to go back down to Clarendon. And so we are going down there and nothing other than, but I can't tell you one incident. I went to the cleaner company was down by I think Tower Street, downtown. And they wanted one messenger. And I put on my best suit and best clothes and the bus used to stop right at my gate, in front of my gate. And I took the first bus into town, go down there. But when I got there about 50 people, I wanted one job, you know, the one messenger job. And then actually the man said to what interview us, said to son, you know, you are the most intelligent of the lot. But it's not fair to them because they were before you. No tears are going to roll down my eyes. So at that, me get fed up. So I better go to Clarendon, go back to my grandparents. You know, because I never know my mother. My mother died when I was about 1.5. You know, so I never know. So my grandmother I grew with for that time, and then my auntie-in-laws and uncle, and so, you know. Alright, so when he took me to Clarendon, I met a guy who we were in primary school, early class before I came to town, named Gifford Thomas. And Gifford told me about a band in Maypen known as the Mercuries. And the Mercuries now, when you had some two good singers, Vin Gale and Lloyd Morris, they were the two vocalists with the band. And